storms are expected to move into east central Illinois late this afternoon and evening, and there's a slight risk a few of those storms could be severe. The most likely time frame for any strong storms in the WILL severe weather coverage area is between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. on Monday evening, with damaging wind gusts, large hail, and a tornado or two possible. Ashland, Illinois. A tornado about to form. Oh, wow. Let's touch it down right over there. Stop here, stop here, stop here. Hard to stop, maybe. I don't know, it's forming right by us. Touching down just south of Ashland, Illinois. Tornado! Circulation underneath that wall cloud.
No, you can't see me. It's early. It's coming up on 4 in the morning on Monday, May 3rd. It's May 3rd all over again. It looks like a local chase day with maybe supercells and tornadoes in Illinois today. A target that's maybe 3 hours away on the short end, 4 or 5 if it ends up a little further west. Monday's a big weather content day for me. My regular work, so that means we gotta cram a work day in before I would feel comfortable if I can get everything done by like 10 and be able to leave. But That means we need to take take a look at the chase forecast, see if it's still on, make a quick plan to hold in the back of my head, get the local weather forecast out, get my main work out, and then we can shift back into chase mode and make a final forecast and hopefully get on the road. Keep rubbing the back of my head, I guess. But anyway, we'll get to work and then the sun will come up eventually. So the surface, the upper level map is it's a bit wild. We've got this first wave moving through that's kicking off showers and storms, some severe storms and some tornadoes across the Mid-South and the Southeast U.S. Last night into this morning. That wave is lifting into kind of the Mid-Atlantic. We've got a little wave squeezed in between that kicked off some storms in the Central Plains. That's the wave that's going to be impacting us here in Iowa, Missouri, Illinois as we get into the evening. So that's currently over kind of the central eastern Kansas. It's just a real compact little wave, almost like an MCV, or mesoscale convective vortex, which is something we'll probably be chasing after as we get into the end of spring, into summer. But then there's the main trough, the second trough, third trough, whatever, swinging in through the Four Corners, and that's going to kick off another severe weather event tomorrow across kind of the Ohio Valley, the Mid-South. So, got a slight risk across at least the southern 2/3 of Illinois, with an enhanced risk across the southern third. I'm really more interested in the northern target, though. I think that southern target that's more tonight into tomorrow morning. 2% tornado risk. I guess that's what we get this year. Let's see what they say. Yes, okay. Residual convective cloud debris in a possible MCV from a thunderstorm complex over the lower Missouri Valley is expected to move east toward the Mississippi River by early afternoon. Some convection allowing models, CANs, guidance indicates thunderstorms will preferentially develop due to a combination of forcing from the front and the MCV by late afternoon near the Illinois-Missouri border, with upscale growth into an FCS possible. MCVs are magic in Illinois, so that's all you really have to know going into today. Can pull up the latest HER, high resolution, rapid refresh. Make sure it still has our storms, and then we'll get to work. Here we go, quiet into the afternoon, 5 o'clock, Peoria area. Oh yeah, we're still going. This might end up coming right back towards home. I think we'll see a tornado today. I feel pretty good about that, actually, for being such a low-end day. I feel pretty good about that. Actually, not that tired. Chase day. Oh, man. I haven't wiped the Rain-X off. Alright. Oh, we'll see what they got at the gas station. I'm not late, probably, but I feel late. It's a common feeling, I think, with storm chasers. I gotta go get gas because past Andrew can never bless future Andrew with a full tank of gas. Also gonna pick up a sandwich somewhere because current Andrew is starving. Mondays are hard. This is a hard day to have a chase and not take the day fully off work. Mondays I have a bunch of weather content to do for the Canadian Prairie. I also have to update all of our U.S. regions, especially the Corn Belt in the south, with the risk of severe weather and tornadoes over the next 48 hours. Jeez. I have a towel in the back. I can wipe the windshield. All right, look. It's game day in the Highway 136 corridor through central Illinois today. We're gonna hop on Interstate 74 out of Champaign-Urbana. Oh my God, what a mess. 74 will take me to 136, and then 136 is just a literal east-west highway with basically no curves in it or turns, and that'll take us right to the target. 136 is one of my, go ahead. And we're going then. 136 is one of my favorite highways to chase on because of that east-west nature, but also it's just special. I've chased on it a lot going back to when I was a teenager. So I always like when you get to chase on familiar roads that you kind of know like the back of your own hand. It makes being around intense supercells and potential tornadoes just that much less stressful when you don't have to really think that much about where you are. It's a totally different ballgame when you're, you know, states away, halfway across the country in an area that you've potentially never been to. You really got to think, have your situational awareness up to a 12 out of 10, but today we can just take it easy and forget about it. Not really. Today could be interesting. I'm at a solid 5 tingles out of 10 today. We got an MCV, or mesoscale convective vortex, that developed in Kansas overnight. What happens is you get real intense thunderstorms 500 miles to your west the night before. You end up with kind of a residual area of low pressure that's just drifting along with the jet stream. With that residual area of low pressure, you've got a kind of a localized environment where there's more ambient vorticity because of that area of low pressure. And then you can end up with enhanced low-level shear as well. And when you get something like that drifting through an environment that is humid, muggy, moist, saturated, we got dew points in the mid-60s today. Combine that with sunshine nudging into western Illinois, thanks in part to an EML, or an elevated mix layer, that has been blasted in from the southwestern United States. So you've got air that wants to spin, you've got air that wants to rise, and you've got air that wants to condense when it rises into thunderstorms. And if you're not new here, you know that I like thunderstorms that want to spin. So this is something that piques my interest. And adding to that interestingness is the fact that most of the high resolution guidance right now wants to take these thunderstorms, bring them right through Champaign-Urbana, or my hometown, after dark, around 8 or 9 p.m. So could potentially be chasing supercells or severe storms right back towards home, which means that we'll be doing coverage for WILL AM 580 if storms do in fact move into east central Illinois and maintain severe or tornadic tendencies. So could be a long day. We are going to probably end up meeting with Colin, but not chasing together because of the fact that the storms are going to be heading probably right back towards Champaign-Urbana. So if I were to meet him at his house and leave my car there, which is 2 hours away, then I'm looking at like, you know, an extra 4 hours of driving tonight and 4 hours less sleep before tomorrow. You catch my drift? Let's just go see some storms. And here we go, Interstate 74. Westbound to Highway 136, westbound to a mesoscale convective vortex that wants to party with some steep lapse rates in central Illinois this afternoon. I like my chances here for a nice supercell and tornado threat. I like my chances of documenting a tornado today. We'll go ahead and say it. north, to my west-southwest. Alright, we're in Mount Sterling, and we're gonna play Find Colin. He's on the south side of town, and we're gonna figure out how to play this storm that's coming in from the west. I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna go about this, but that makes sense because we've been driving for the last 2 hours. I believe that is Colin on the left side of the road up there. Is there a bad storm coming?
Yep. Nope.
Nope. I would say like this. I haven't really stopped and looked. I've just been doing drive thinking.
The other thing
Yeah, that makes sense.
The other thing we'll have to keep in mind is river crossings.
Yeah.
Meteorologist and 72, I think, are the only two.
Okay.
I think if it does it, it's going to be around Springfield.
I think that's probably accurate. I definitely don't think there's any like urgency to get on it now, but
No, I'm not.
I like being about here.
I'm on 14655, by the way.
I don't even have it up here. I will turn around and then I'll get all set up.
Do you mean to move?
No, I got space. Alright, so we're south of Rushville, south of Mount Sterling. And we're gonna let the storm kind of come toward us because I think it probably needs another hour to organize. I think Colin and we said it'll probably be around Springfield that it'll do it if it's gonna. I think that sounds right. So we are gonna send a soundbite to WILL for them to air through the afternoon into the evening about the storms we're expecting here later on this evening. So I'm gonna real quick type something up, and then we'll read it, we'll record it, and we'll send it off. Scattered thunderstorms are expected to move into east central Illinois late this afternoon and evening, and there's a slight risk a few of those storms could be severe. The most likely time frame for any strong storms in the WILL severe weather coverage area is between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. on Monday evening, with damaging wind gusts, large hail, and a tornado or two possible. Okay.
Provide some sound.
I did. is that on the ground back there?
Either a tornado or a gust speed of 1 to 2.
4:55 p.m. We just had a circulation of some kind right here. It's kicking up dirt and debris. But this is right in front of us. That's starting to crank.
It's gonna happen just to our north. Yeah, no, let's go. It's back down just to the west.
Ashland, Illinois. Tornado about to form. Stop here. Stop, maybe. I don't. It's forming right by us. Tornado touching down just south of Ashland, Illinois.
Pleasant Plains, Illinois. East. First one. All right, I'm comfortable with that. Does that feel good to you? All right, yeah, let's do it. Cloud off to the right. We're going through I can't remember any town name right now. Going through a town, crossing a road, about to go down this road, cross some railroad tracks, past a couple buildings, and up toward that wall cloud. I know we're heading east. We are north of Springfield on a tornado-warned Supercell. Situational awareness, and it's a big blocky wall cloud just to the south of the road.
of it again. Jeez, we've been behind that storm for an hour or more. Big wall cloud right behind us. Should be, you can copy me.
You're breaking up. I got a late touchdown near Mechanicsburg. Over. This is Jared. Mechanicsburg right now. Can you copy? That's better. Go ahead. Right now, did you see the tornado? I did. I'm driving east to get away from it. I was too close.
This storm's crazy. Wow, wow, wow. Wait till you see what's behind us. Yeah, it is. We gotta move. Yeah. Do you want to go east down and then to 51, or what do you want to do?
That's fine if you're in your home territory.
Yeah.
So you just take off.
Just took a very close bolt of lightning. You're right, Steve. I am just south of Decatur, near the town of Emden, I believe it is, on US 51. And we've got a rotating wall cloud. This is the storm that is tornado warned. There's no tornado ongoing at the moment, but the storm is rotating. That means that the risk for a tornado continues. And within the last 5 minutes or so, the lightning activity has become very intense, which is, not only dangerous in itself, but it's also a sign this storm may be intensifying. So the severe weather threat certainly does continue. Another circulation. Are you here still? I'm sorry. I've got a brief tornado, it looks like, touching down again south of Decatur. It's another one of these little dusty spin-ups. I know, right? I just started to reposition. I don't think it's gonna last long, but another little dusty spin-up. So certainly these storms, that is what it's been. I haven't seen one that's, fully condensed, like, the cloud all the way to the ground. It's been really strong rotating wall clouds and then these, dusty spin-ups beneath them. All right, well, I appreciate it. I will, thank you. You too. It just spun up again right back there just as soon as you pulled out.
Seriously?
Beneath that, where it's bulging back there, another little tube of dust. Right after they took me off the air too. I'm gonna...
Wow, that's still going on.
Yeah, no, it is, and it was right under that.
All right.
By hail right now. You can see the core just dumping right above me. See that milky area right there? That's just all hail. Good grief. The lovely part of the chase where the storm passes you up. You can no longer outpace it. It's a big, rainy, probably hail-filled mess. Maybe it'll find a way to still have some, embedded tornado potential as it wraps up, heading off to the southeast. But I am punching north through kind of the north end here to some heavy rain to try and get out of it. We'll get back to Highway 36 and take a breather. We got Colin behind me. So there's two ways that this ends. One, steak, because we absolutely saw tornadoes today. Or two, these storms move off to the east and the sunset comes in behind them and we get an absolute treat at sunset. The thing about option two, I have no clue if that's even on the table. I have not looked at the visible satellite picture in ages. I am straight up on just a bumpy water-covered road at this point. Slowly trudging north. Enjoying the backside light. Got the sunset. Beautiful pink. Updrafts off to the north. Mamatis.
Am I in your way? Oh, I'm sorry. Totally. I'm intentionally in your way.
Just crazy. Now there's lightning that way. We are done. Chase is over. Most certainly was game day. Ending the day on Highway 136. Ending the day on 36. We started it on 136, but we're gonna finish it up and go get some steaks in Decatur. And I'll make my way. It's Colin. Cars. Storm that we just left. And then that's stuff off to the north, heading back towards Champaign-Urbana. So I'm gonna go out of the way a little bit, get some steak, because we earned it today. And then be home after that, probably home in another 2 hours or so. This is when you guys definitely saw tornadoes today, but it's also still a little bit of a pandemic. Nice. We'll have steak in the car.